Freddy. Freddy, over here.
Hey, yo, Jesse Voorhees, what's up, my man? Man, I've been dying to go to Color Me Mine. Thanks for inviting me, you know, I fucks with a good paint and shit.
Yeah, no doubt. I heard they just got a Baby Yoda ceramic machete holder. And I was like, that's it. Me and Freddy Krueger up in that bitch. Kinda like me when I was up in Camp Crystal Lake when I was 11.
Right, cause you're a shit swimmer and fucking drown.
No. My therapist, Sandra, says it's important for me not to allow my trauma to send me into maniacal killing sprees. It's a journey. We're all works in progress. Enough about me. What's going on with you? Got any good hits on Hinge?
Bish, it's a hot mess.
Oh, I don't like how that sounds.
It just all feels repetitive. All these girls continuously act the same. Oh, scratch these pints, Freddy. Oh, terrorize my dreams, Freddy. Kill my baby daddy's new girlfriend, Freddy. It's like they never see me for me. I'm so much more than a deeply disturbed person who could chase you down in your dreams and kill you. It's like, come on.
I feel you on that. I don't know why, but women are obsessed with murderers. It's fucking sick. And they say men are the problems.
Right? You fucking get it, bro? It's like, I'm more than my choices, you know? I'm capable of so much more than terrorizing privileged teens. I enjoy a good case like anybody else. I volunteer at an animal shelter every Sunday. Why doesn't anybody see me on it? Why can't they see me? Frederick Ulysses Cypress Krueger. It's like maybe no one is ever gonna love me. Maybe I'm unlovable.
Now you stop that, goddammit. Look at me, Freddy. You're that fucking bitch. You're strong, resilient. You're Freddy motherfucking Krueger. Don't let these hoes define you. You're not future. You're just a rare human being, and it's going to take someone just as rare to be by your side. Don't give up hope.
Damn, bro, you're right. I cannot let these bitches fuck with my mental. I'm worthy.
That's it. That's the energy you need. I love it.
Hey, you guys all right on pain here?
Can't you see we're talking?
Fucking rude!
Anyway, man, you heard about Tory Lanez? That shit is wild.
I feel like we're doing like a witch dance, like a Wicca dance.
Hey, happy October.
Hey, is this the same song?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, that's enough of Bad Bunny, no? We live. We're back.
Hello. What's up?
It's your favorite girls.
Girls? Come correct.
I don't know.
Oh, yes.
I'm being weird. You know, I'm being weird.
Yes. Oh, I thought you were just introducing yourself.
I was about
to. But then when we were included,
but
I was like, what?
I wanted to, like, include you guys because I felt like I was being a little, like exclusive.
Okay.
You know?
More exclusive. Yeah.
But I wanted to, you know, we're family.
Oh, that's okay.
We're family.
You know what we didn't do today? Are we recording?
But we
well, I did kind of.
You snuck it in, and I was gonna ask, and I was like, I'm not gonna ask.
Because we were vibing. Sometimes I just like to beep.
Because that's gross.
Gross. But you know who it is. Your favorite homo. Your local lesbian. Pterodactyl. Terabyte. That's it. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Ooh.
That's it.
Que más? Submit a name.
Tara's next name.
At our gmail.com. We don't have a Gmail. Do we have a Gmail?
Yeah, we do. What the
Oh,
fuck?
okay.
C to the pod at gmail.com.
Yes.
C, the letter C, number 2, the pod.
I'm going to put that on a post-it.
I sent it to you. I literally sent both of you the logins. I was
I
like,
got it, Tara.
I know.
I ignore it. I purposely
You posted
ignore you.
on our Instagram. You purposely ignore me? Is that what you just said?
I do. Yeah.
She does that sometimes.
I know.
I do it for my mental health, okay?
I get it.
That's harsh. Well, it's Anna. That's it.
Problematic.
That's my introduction. I say something shitty and then say hi.
Yo, just watch your glass by my laptop because I'm feeling like some kind of way, you know?
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm
Fair.
not some kind of way, but I just get nervous.
No, that's true.
I have
'cause-
anxiety, like, so.
But if something were to
It's
happen.
a trigger.
Yeah.
And I know you like to shake the table like did out last episode, and like I interrupted you, so I don't want to do that again.
Oh, thanks for bringing it up. They didn't know because we edited it out. But let's have a segment. Let's welcome to let's
let's-
bash on a corner.
No, how about?
We asked you at
want-
least
yeah.
once.
I was
An
gonna
episode.
say like we could talk about how like I'm problematic and I have like control issues, so
Yeah.
we can do both,
We will all just roast each other throughout.
but with love.
Is it?
Oh, hi guys. My name is Jenny.
All right.
We just like always just like poor Jenny.
We're gonna work on our introductions. You know, it's all about growth.
All right,
I'm
Welcome,
here.
Jenny. Hey, Jenny. Welcome to the pod.
That's good.
we do have to give Jenny a little bit more time to talk. I feel like
I like to pop in when I'm ready.
we talk too much.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
I can be overbearing. I can be dominant.
Is this our therapy episode?
Yeah, it's every episode is a therapy.
That's
Because
true.
Really though.
it's important.
You're yelling. So in the 9 you're gonna.
I'm gonna like strap myself to the chair so that I don't lean in and do my pterodactyl screech. Cause I do that.
Why'd you
Crickets.
Hold on, I'm like pterodactyl. Hold on, I thought you were pterodactyl.
Where's your soundboard?
Oh
No soundboard this episode.
So we're just unprepared today. I'm gonna need all of us to pull it
it's
together.
in my bag.
Steve!
You go in my bag and retrieve the soundboard.
Jeez, man. We'll get it.
Charged?
It's at 8%.
It is. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Whatever, guys.
It's our running theme.
Tara asks Santa at least 3 times in the day. Tara, Anna, did you record? No, wait, did you charge?
Did you charge your iPad? Did you charge
And it's
your
like, yes, I charge.
There we go.
She's back. She's on.
We're here.
Is that our-
We
our-
got sounds,
Is that the new one, guys?
It's,
No, that's not the new guy.
No,
What new guy?
The one you just made.
Oh, that's not on the soundboard yet. We don't. I have it here.
is that what we're gonna do?
Guys, happy
Oh.
October.
Yes.
Spooky
Halloween.
season.
This is Halloween.
'Tis the season.
Yes.
The only time that matters, really.
Spooky season.
Anyway.
I mean, it's
Also-
getting weird and kind of scary.
Yes. But you know, I'm a little bit disappointed. I was hoping, since moving back, I had so many activities planned in my brain. Like, yo, I'm gonna go to the zoo. I'm gonna
You could go to
walk
the zoo.
places. I'm gonna go to parks. I mean, you can, but it's just not the same.
No. Well, okay, so we went last weekend for my mom's birthday. Turtleback Zoo in West Orange.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to my mom's birthday, you know. But
What'd you get her?
Birthday, Mom.
What was your gift to her?
I gave her a few different things. I got her
okay.
like her favorite candle, eucalyptus, whatever.
Okay.
Eucalyptus mint from Bath and Body Works. Shout out to them.
Okay.
I got her this necklace that she actually likes, and she doesn't really like jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a cross, and it has like an infinity.
Okay.
So it's like both, you know, and like it hangs. I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah.
it's one of those.
I think I have.
It wasn't anything expensive. It was just like, you know, costume jewelry kind of thing. And then, what else did I get her? I don't know. I got her something else. I can't remember. Chocolate or something.
Steve, why don't you remember this?
The pumpkin chocolate bar.
No, there was another thing too. I feel like.
Steve, how you just gonna whip out Ben and Jerry's like this? What you got over there?
She got that. Wow.
She was sitting there real quiet.
Ben and Jerry.
I hope these girls don't have any tech needs because I am knee deep in some Ben and Jerry's.
But yeah, we went to the zoo and it was crazy.
Okay.
There was too many people there. Nobody was social distancing.
Yeah.
Masks on or off?
Masks on, but there was like a time when we were in the touch tank area, which we couldn't even touch like the stingrays and shit because they're like, you know, we don't want you guys to give them COVID too or whatever.
Right.
So
Oh, is that
one of the dads.
Stingrays dying from COVID?
I don't know if they can, but anyway, one of
Steve Irwin.
the dads had his mask down, and the lady's like, sir, put your mask back on." It's like, come on, dude. Like, we're not even outside.
Right. That's the thing. Like, people don't follow the rules. I've been out. I've been to different places, but you still just have like that anxiety.
Yes.
Dude, just stay away from me.
Mm-hmm.
But give me more drinks.
Like, when I went to the mall last week, too, to get my mom's candle, I was going down the escalator, and, like, I let the people in front of me, like, go, like, a few steps, and then I got on. But the girl behind me was, like, right behind me, and I'm like, so I had enough space to move up where she wasn't, like, right behind me, and I'm just like, this bitch breathing down my neck. Like, you have a mask on, but still, like, I don't know you.
And that's the thing. Like, I never, like... Back in the day, that wasn't fun either. Like, being breathed on.
Yeah.
I don't even know why that was the standard. Like, why being nut to butt with somebody was the standard of living in the East Coast. And no, change. Let's embrace it. Let's do something else. Because
I think we need to, like, expand our personal space. And I don't know why people do want to be on top of each
I love
other.
that, yeah. Especially as a woman.
Let's keep social distancing well into the future.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it.
Yeah, but people don't even fucking do it. So, but we're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, we're gonna
be examples.
Yeah, and we're just gonna watch ourselves and care for ourselves. Because
Unlike
it
our
is
presidente.
real.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is real.
Y'all want to jump into?
Shout out to Trump for getting COVID.
Oh my god.
But let's just also acknowledge. Oh my god. Wait, that's the one. That's the one.
She loves that sad party horn.
Really though?
Psych. Get out of here.
So wait, do you guys think it's legit or do you think it's bullshit?
Do you think it's like another conspiracy? Like, oh, let's do it during debate time and election time.
So there's a lot of theories. People are saying he doesn't want to do another debate because they want to make all these rules and he doesn't want to like abide by any of them.
Right.
And then they're also saying like he wants to make it seem like, oh, COVID's not that big a deal and like he's gonna miraculously be healed.
That's the one that I'm leaning more towards. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna be like, "Look, world, our baby Jesus."
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't believe anything that's happening out in the world, except for things that I understand happen all the time because I've lived it.
Like, I believe COVID's real. My uncle had it. Like, my uncle died from it.
Like, when you have these personal experiences that, like, tie you to these bigger systemic things, yeah. But, I just think that the flood of information, you can't really trust it. And I do not trust this president. Also, shout out to being in a country where we could bat him off this motherfucker with party horns. And,
Yeah.
And not get thrown into jail. Hey!
You're right about that, honestly. Because when he was getting on the helicopter to go to the hospital, you couldn't see, like, him getting on the helicopter. Like, you only saw the other side of the helicopter. You didn't see him, like, actually stepping foot on it.
How do we know it's not a cupboard cut of a helicopter and it's a real helicopter?
Or it could just be, like, CGI, too. Like, CGI is so realistic now.
A holographic Trump
going on. If we could have a hologram Tupac, we could have a hologram
Trump. And Melania.
Oh my god. Just this dystopian picture is just exactly what we need.
I mean, not that I'm happy that he got it, but I'm just like, yeah, you were having rallies with no mask and, like, being reckless. So, like, yeah, if he does have it, then it's like, yeah, you deserve it. And, like, you should reap the repercussions, like, for not closing down things sooner and being serious about it.
And just his overall handling of it all.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also the big signal that, like, maybe the second wave is happening sooner than we think.
Mm-hmm.
It's not over. Although we want it to be over and we want to just go back to, like, pussy popping in a handstand at Freaknik. Because it's 1997. But, like, no. We buckle up, buckaroo, man. Things are about to get real.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's not just him. It was his advisor, Hope Hicks, Kellyanne Conway, and Chris Christie. So, like, a bunch of Republicans have
knowing
it.
people. You be knowing people in the government. Like,
I gotta
know Hope. Hope got the COVID.
You know, I gotta know these whites. I gotta keep. I gotta be the whites.
Do you guys have an email list or just like weekly meetings?
Unfortunately,
I feel like the whites are organized like that, right?
Not really. I don't know. I'm not that kind of white though. You know, you guys know this. I'm like a very rare white, I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe not as rare as I would think, but
no, you're rare. Yeah, the world does need more Taras. It's just
and Steves.
And Steves, of course.
But
how was that ice cream, Steve?
Is it vanilla?
Oh.
You know that they're putting an helados bone in, but it's not the helados bone from DR. It's not, face, I was like, right? So, like, apparently, like, this is just this whole marketing scheme. Apparently, they, the real owners don't, like, they're not the same owners. So they just thought, like, oh, hey, we could just put the name, use a similar name. And put an E, so it's bone, like an E.
Oh my god.
Not like bone, like the other one. Yeah.
Wait, time out though. You have to explain what you're talking about. I have no idea.
It's an ice cream. It's an ice cream. Sorry, we're like screaming. It's the.
Calm down, guys.
I just wanted you to know about the ice cream.
All right, go.
DR. It's an ice cream franchise. It's like really good. Like honestly, I don't just like straight vanilla, but it has the best vanilla I've ever had. Like it's a superb ice cream.
They like spice it up.
Right. So I was driving by in Passaic and I saw helados bone and I was like, oh snap! And I'm like, yo, they brought it to America. Like we out here. But no, it's these mofos that just thought, like, oh, we could put the name, and then they said no, you have to change it because you're not the same company. And so then they put the E at the end. So you think it's good, it's one company, but it's really not. It's just
so misleading,
right? Like they're totally taking advantage of it, and like who even knows if helados bone? They even know that they're being like.
What is this? What does that mean though?
It's like like good ice cream.
Good ice cream. Oh,
like it's like coming to America, McDonald's and what's other McDougal's or McDarrell's or something.
Yeah, like
same idea. We're not the Golden Arches. We're the yellow. I don't know.
Right. Like it's like they're purposefully misleading the name so that you think
it's the same one.
Yeah, but it's not the same. I mean, who knows if they'll have a good ice cream? I'm gonna try it.
But
I'm gonna try with those thieves.
When you first mentioned it, so I pictured like an ice cream and there was like a bone inside of it. I don't know why.
Right, because the new one now has an E, like it's bone.
Yeah.
But before it was B-O-N.
That's not appetizing. Bone flavored ice cream.
Right.
That's some Halloween shit. Yeah. Unless it's like little candy bones or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Or like
bits of brownies.
Cones, but like it's bone. And then you put the ice cream in the bone.
I don't know. Ice cream and bones? Oh.
Yeah. No.
Not appetizing.
Pass.
Big pass.
I mean, I guess it's the Halloween theme. Like, yeah, it just depends how the bones taste. Hey-o.
Hey.
Emmy
Cricket.
Award-winning
We need a
comment.
cricket on the
Listen.
Anna just like hitting buttons.
I she don't even read. She just hits.
I'm just like, you know. We're out here.
But anyways, what do y'all want to get into now? I mean, we were talking about Trump and having the Rona. Whatever. If he gets better, he gets better. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be a shit show. The election's gonna be a shit show.
Did you
regardless.
guys watch the debate?
I didn't, but I'm sure it's as much of a shit show as I imagine it was. And I feel like I'm not gonna watch it for educational value or for like insight
At
and
all.
like I don't know. Like the way grown people would talk, you would think.
Like, to see what
But
are these guys? What's the platform?
Yeah, what's
you
the
know
platform?
you weren't gonna get that.
Like,
A lot of people are listening to see like what Biden's like policies are gonna be, and you didn't really even get that because Trump kept interrupting him, and it was just like they kept interrupting each other. Though I'm not gonna put it just on Trump. It was just very, very immature. It was a lot of ego on the stage. I get it, and that's what happens with men. It's a lot of pressure. I
they
think
came
for
in
both of
hot
them.
for that first debate. Maybe the second one they'll simmer down a little bit.
Well,
and
they
get
can't even have it.
points out there.
because Trump is a child.
He has to quarantine.
Yeah.
Like he's in the hospital right now.
Look at you. Oh my.
Unless he does it from the hospital.
Where's the evil laugh? No, it's not there.
Oh my god.
Oh, Tara has it. Never mind.
Oh, my evil laugh? We'll have it next time. Our evil laugh.
Yeah.
But,
It was at this moment.
No, I'm sorry.
you know, you fucked up. But, what was I gonna say? Okay, I watched some of it, and then I watched, like, clips of it, because I wanted to hear certain things. Like, Trump, like, was bashing, like, his son, who had, like, an addiction, and then I'm just like, okay, what is this? This is not even about them. Like, their kids aren't running for president. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, why is Trump bringing up,
It's
like, his
character
son?
bashing.
Because he's classless. Like, this
That's
dude,
all he
he's
has.
Messy. He's messy. He's ratchet. He's
ratchet.
He's ratchet.
He really
Like,
is, though.
He is so embarrassing. Like, there was no way that this was gonna come out well. No, I didn't think it was gonna be a grown-up moment and like a debate of like who's going to be our president. Like, it didn't feel like that at all. It was just, it seemed like just this reality stunt, reality TV stunt, and I didn't watch it. I knew I was gonna get the highlights the next day on my social media, which is not the way to get news, but I don't think
It is
this
nowadays, though.
Yeah, but it's also like, this is something
Well,
that I
what we
think
were-
isn't particularly important. I'm sorry, to me it's not.
Well, were you expecting to get facts during this
Yeah.
debate? Like, I don't know, like unless, I don't know what you were seeking when you're watching this debate, but...
Exactly, you're just there for the puteria, like.
Well, yeah, we know what it is at this point, so
Yeah.
it's just like, there wasn't anything positive that was going to come out of it, regardless.
Which is disappointing, and it makes me,
I kind of did want to see, like, Kamala and Pence go at it, but,
Right.
well, I don't know. I think they canceled that one, so we'll see what happens. Or they postponed it. I don't know how it works now, because, like, I don't know. It's 2020. Who knows what the fuck's going to happen tomorrow?
Right, and especially, like, Trump does not play ball, and, like, I don't even know what's going to happen in November. Like, it's not going to be our normal processes of government. It's going to be something completely new. I'd be surprised even if it's something that's familiar to all of us, but I don't think that's the case. We're heading in a crazy direction. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and
There's a good chance that whatever the result is, he won't even concede, you know?
yeah.
Well, he said that,
yeah.
but then Biden was like, no, you will. And I'm like, oh,
Well-
Biden's about to trying to
that's
fight.
why the Supreme Court, nomination is such a big deal right now. Because
Yeah.
that can help. Like if you have those federal judges and these Supreme Court judges in your pocket, then it helps like your case for like, I don't know, just in general, the Republicans still have the control right now.
Right.
And, like it gives Trump the support to like. To do what the fuck he wants, as he has been doing, really.
And him not denouncing white supremacist groups.
Oh, that was bad.
Because he needs them ultimately, and
Yeah.
that's the unsettling thing about it, is that he's almost like calling them to arms to support him, because it's an ideological standpoint that he's feeding to them.
It's wild because my dad, you guys know my dad's a Trump supporter, and I was with him the other day, and he had brought it up, and he was even like, yeah, like, he fucked up. He even was like, I don't know what's gonna happen because my dad doesn't even like kind of feel comfortable voting for him again because
has he been a solid supporter throughout this whole
time?
Like, even though all this craziness is happening.
Yeah. And like I've gotten into it with him about it, him and my brother, but like they still just stand with him. I think it's more of like a toxic masculinity thing.
Yeah.
And like they view him as, oh, he's not a politician, he's a businessman and this and that. And they always have like an excuse for him. And I'm like, y'all sound dumb though. There's no logic behind that at all.
I think it's because they idealize like the idea.
They want to be rich.
Yeah, of wanting to do whatever you want, and then once you have a certain amount of money, the rules are that
there's no rules.
There's no rules, exactly. And then I get to do whatever I want, and I'm gonna have the hot Ukrainian wife that I bought off the internet, and we're gonna have all these homes, and it's gonna be built off the backs of brown people, and that's the way it should be. That's what they're thinking, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really try. I try to stay away from politics, like talking to politics with them, because like I would get kind of passionate. And right. I don't like it's that's their opinion. If I can't change it, it is what it is. Because I was mad at the beginning of it, like with the whole grab her by the pussy thing. I'm like, you're comfortable with supporting somebody that says that, like, then you don't have respect for me. That's how I felt.
And you're also feeding an oppressive mechanism. Like, that's why it exists, because of the people that overlook it, that kind of allow it to go down, or just are waiting for it to be much, much worse and more. Kind of like that Chappelle sketch where it's like, you have to have 2 IDs, your grandmother has to identify you, like all these like loops. And yeah, I just think we just gotta be mindful of what's happening, and also understand that, we all live in the circumstances that we have, and we need to do what we need to do to protect ourselves.
I mean, it's hard at this point, but you kind of just have to know when is one for like yourself. You have to have boundaries, because you don't want to like go crazy, like like have anxiety about every little thing, because you can't control a lot of it. Yeah. Like, do what you can, control what you can, and then whatever you can't, you gotta leave it to God or whoever you believe in. Satan, I don't know.
Oh, Keith is that who you want to appeal to?
I mean, sometimes I believe that we're we're living in hell, and like when we die, we go to heaven or wherever we go, because I feel like this has to be hell. Like, sometimes there's days where I'm just like, this is hell.
And then
look at our president. Like,
I have those days too.
I just feel like it's more like the Twilight Zone more than.
I mean,
like, it just doesn't make sense.
Like I'll have beautiful days where I'll be in nature and I'm like, this is amazing. Like, we live on this earth. like, maybe I was saying to Vanessa, like, maybe we're the aliens here, because it's like we're the only ones destroying the earth. Like, you go in the ocean. I was watching, My Octopus Teacher, and like, they thrive, and like they have a whole ecosystem, and we come in and we just fuck it up.
Yeah.
And it's just like, are we the aliens invading and like fucking things up, or making it worse for like whatever was here before us?
Yeah. But also, animals have different rules. Like, they.
Oh yeah. They don't have a Supreme Court justice. They don't have a president.
Yeah, and they'll tear each other F up.
Yeah, there's no rules.
Weak lions get eaten, But, yeah, I just think...
Like Scar?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Thanks for bringing that up. My day was fine until now. Yeah, I just think it's a matter of just, like, people look out for each other. Have realistic approaches to how you live your life. Like, you don't need to take in all this Facebook activity. You don't need to engage and educate anybody to do anything at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think people are clear about how they think, and their learning moments are not your responsibility.
Facts.
But also just like on a day-to-day basis, like, what do you have in your house? Like, are you squared away financially?
Mm-hmm.
Are you in a spot that can sustain anything that can happen in the next few
If
months?
shit blows up.
Right.
A lot of us
So-
aren't in that position.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we just need to live within the means of what our reality is. Because as much as it's fun to bash Trump, Trump is living his life. And honey, what are you doing about yours?
Yeah.
He's in the hospital though, so he fucked up.
Is he? I don't know.
We don't know. We don't
We
know.
don't know.
I want a camera. We need a live. We need a live stream of Trump in his hospital bed.
Yeah.
Oh my
But then
God.
even then I wouldn't believe it. I'd be like, look at all this makeup that they put on this mofo. So he could fucking
It's a
look like
stand-in.
a reject from Resident Evil. Just
I'm gonna
like,
be mad as hell if he don't come out of this quarantine a little less orange. Like what you've been tanning while you were in quarantine. That's how we doing.
Yo.
I think the orange skin, he has to put like some creams. It
Like
has to be
bronzer. I think it's
cream-based.
bronzer.
Yeah. Cause it's like, what
There were-
happened there?
When I used to work at ShopRite, there was this girl who like put, I don't know, whatever kind of makeup or bronzer on her face, and she wouldn't do her neck. So we would all be like, yo, what happened? Like, you knew your neck might be showing a little bit, like, just like,
Always do your
Spread
neck.
it.
ladies. The neck is important.
Yes.
Do not neglect the neck.
protect the neck.
Protect the neck. Protect your neck, ladies.
Yeah, but we'll be right back after these messages.
Do you feel worthless, alone, vulnerable, unable to find your niche in this cruel place we call society? Do you feel as if you've hit rock bottom, turning tricks on the corner and creating an OnlyFans so that people will pay to see you queef on command just to make ends meet? Do you feel as if you couldn't possibly get any lower than you are right now? Well, grab your shovel because we have a treat for you. We can help you dig yourself into a deeper, darker hole. Cult Life is waiting for you. Call 1-800-666-CULT today. We'll rid you of all your morals and self-respect. What are you waiting for? Let's share some Kool-Aid today. Side effects may include branding, identity crisis, insomnia, and violent vomiting.
But Trump, I don't know, man. Fuck him.
Yeah.
I think we talked about him enough.
Yeah. But you mentioned
Whatever.
Keith Raniere.
Oh yeah, Keith. People believe in him.
So, well, he was the leader of this cult called Nexium.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, let's get into it. There is a docuseries on HBO, which is, I enjoy.
I didn't
HBO
finish
content.
it, but we're getting
I don't
there.
think it's done yet.
Oh, okay.
Because I've caught up, because for some reason I thought that the series finished, but it didn't. Anyway, so it chronicles the experience of these people who left this cult. And there's different divisions of it, but there was a woman's division, and it promises all this spiritual enlightenment and being the best you. Like, on its face, good shit. Like, hey, yeah, I want to be a better me. I want to be a head of a company. I want to be that bad bitch. I want to be like the Celia Cruz of marketing and real estate, whatever that may be. But yeah, but it turned out that it was really just a front for, they were grooming these women to have sex with this bland ass white man. And they even got branded.
Yeah,
and they would control,
shit's wild.
Like, they controlled what they ate, and they kind of have like this. The dynamic of it all was slave master.
Yeah, and I was just like,
Yeah.
my whole thing is like, I don't know, like, who okays that? You know what I mean? Like, when are you like, oh yeah, like, I'll be your slave? You know what I mean? Like, when is that dynamic ever, like, I don't know, desirable?
But it's a thing, like, have you, like,
I guess I've
you're
never-
not in a sorority, but you have
Yeah.
a pledge. But when you pledge, and also just, like, even different organizations, like the Haze,
Yeah.
and there's that. So I'm not justifying that because those hazing scenarios are just like
Toxic.
they just toxic, and they go straight to like what psychologically ails you.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they better it, or they sometimes like really make it worse.
Yeah.
But yo, I'm not gonna lie, like if you listen to their seminars and you just listen to the way they talk, like if you lived in a beautiful sunshine world, you're with it, you know? But
or if you're in a bad place, I feel like where you are
Right.
vulnerable and you're like, this is my
Yes.
last chance to like, I don't know, be a better person and actually
Yeah.
enjoy my life and like, oh, you know, I believe what he's saying and like, I don't know.
And all these people, they're not idiots. Like they
No.
have like these different companies, and you know they do zero in on the people that are on their face successful,
Mm-hmm.
because it also feeds to the brand of the cult that like,
Yeah.
hey, these successful people are here, and we also are a reason for that.
But he was also draining them of their funds.
Oh yeah,
There was a lot of like billionaires.
Yeah, like they
Yeah.
gave them everything, like even like what they ate. Like, hey, can I have 85 calories today, master? Like
They were very malnourished. I think even The Vow.
The Vow is the name of the
Vow? Okay.
docu-series. Yeah. And the cult was called
Nexium, and then the female like division of it was called Das.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was some kind of Greek term or Latin.
sub, and it honestly meant dub. It was a
Master-
dominant. It was dominant, submissive sorority.
No, it was like master over slave or some shit like that. It translated to something.
Yeah,
it was like
it's
Latin.
something about
Power
dominance.
structure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And yeah, it had it in the name. And what was branded on them were the initials of like one of the girls that was
Ally
in it.
Mack, she was an actress from
Yeah.
Smallville. She
Yeah.
played.
Oh.
She played. I forget the chick she played. Was it? It wasn't. What's her name?
She
Lois
was the
Lane.
blonde chick
Was
with
she?
the blonde.
Was
No.
she Lois?
No, but she also was brought in the cult.
Lois too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
No.
She was, but then she dipped like early.
Yeah.
She didn't.
She
She
had
didn't
an
get deep in
exit,
it.
Yeah, and they do it. They get all these different celebrities. They have like these trust, and a lot of it were like these trust fund kids.
Yeah, but she
that
was
were
in the
just
top.
looking for that mental guidance. And dude, when you listen to some of the conversations that they had, they were just like so honest, and they were fixing certain issues. But at the end of the day, the motivations behind it were like twisted, and it was ultimately for the satisfaction of this man, and it wasn't all altruistic, although by proxy it would happen, but ultimately it was a facade, and it was a little bit disheartening because, dude, it sounds great, like having these people that support you, that help you cut the shit,
You're on the same
that
journey.
that are motivating you, that just want a better you, and you're executing and you're nailing your goals,
And you find your identity
and you
within this
find
bigger
yes,
structure,
or you
yeah.
find love because you're finding people in the community, and so it's so easy, and I empathize with them to just say, oh, why didn't they leave? But their reasons for going in there, I empathize.
Yeah.
Because it's hard out here. Like, people think that, oh, just pursuing your dreams and, oh, just working for a certain company should be enough to, like, fill the void inside your heart when you wake up on a Tuesday and you hate yourself.
Yeah.
Like, none of that fixes that. And when you find a group of people that are like-minded, that want to be happy, that want to do good things, like, why not be a part of that? But
Well, and yeah, it's very similar to, I would say, like a religion.
yeah,
Because, like,
it's exactly what it is. But it's what they're marketing. It's a company more than anything. Like, they're marketing, they're recruiting, they're gathering people, and
Pyramid
they're-
scheme.
Yeah, and they're appealing to what everybody wants in life. And it's sad that it's not real. I mean, I guess it's real because I'm
It
sure
probably
things
was
happen.
real in the beginning, and then it got out of hand.
Or it just, both things happened. There
Yeah.
were horrible things that happened, and also great things that happened.
That's really what it was. And they were doing those, what was it, EMs, where it was like he was
Yeah.
like not hypnotizing them, but getting them in like a meditative state.
Right.
Where he kind of did control.
Like hypnosis, essentially.
Yeah. He called it. It was called an
Just
exploration.
You call it something, don't make it not the other.
Yeah. He called it explorations of meeting, and like he would put people in this like trance and like have them like express like their deepest, darkest secrets and things of that nature, so then he could help them through it.
Right. Yeah.
But it was like people were. I think there were people that had Tourette's that went in, and like he healed them of their Tourette's, and it's like, but like it was in their head. Like people don't realize like you could have did that by yourself. You know what I mean? But maybe he got them to.
Maybe they couldn't, and like simply because he's. And I know this sounds bad. Simply because he was a disgusting pervert man, I don't think takes away from the help that he did to these people. Because I think it took him, and that's what appeals to him, because he's a unique person.
He was a genius. He had a higher IQ than Albert Einstein. Right. They were saying
it could be, or that could be a lot of the propaganda too.
Yeah.
But it's sad that he wasn't benevolent. Like, I think it would be dope if he was a good guy that could be trustworthy, that you didn't have to, that wasn't out here chasing putas. Yeah.
Well, you know what it is I think when men get that power, like, they don't know how to, like, just keep it balanced. They always just want more, and like, oh, I could push people like to this extent. Yeah. They cross boundaries. I'm not saying just men, women do the same shit. Oh, yeah. But it's like, it seems like with these cults, it's like the same structure. Yeah. It's always like a guy with long hair and a beard.
I don't know, because in Wild Country, that same guy had his girl, his like underdog was a female.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Sheila. So
she was dope.
Don't call me Sheila.
Yo, so. Anna, please don't join a cult, because the way she's been talking, she's like, oh my gosh, Sheila was dope. No. I get why these people join the cult.
What I respect about Sheila was a perra. Like, when people pushed her, girly. She pushed right back, and she was smarter than a lot of people. You just couldn't play around with her, and she was so smart, and she was definitely manipulating people. I'm not saying that she wasn't doing bad things on the low, but, like, she was a mastermind. She was an evil genius, and I respect a bitch that could make power moves.
Yeah, she was definitely the main bitch behind
That's a commendable thing.
What's the guy, the main guy's name?
Oh, I don't remember, but it was just like some.
But like he was the face of the organization, but Sheila was the one that was pulling the strings.
She was the one.
Yeah.
And out of that whole situation, she came out almost clean.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like.
Smart.
I think in some like situations, women are enablers, and like they help men get to that point, because like they I don't know, get them there.
I think the thing is that when you have a woman's loyalty, like there's
power.
Yeah, there's so much power that comes with that. Like when a woman rides for you.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's chopping bodies, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like, it's crazy. And, like, and that's the whole, like, issue, I think, with cults, is that, like, what if somebody's just on a really bad path, and they're, like, somebody's henchman, and they're making these choices, and you want to blame the other person, you want to say that this person brainwashed them, but they're appealing to this dark side. By proxy, that makes them shitty.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah. So are you starting your cult soon?
I mean, honestly, I feel like if I did
Come correct cult, let's go.
Come correct cult, let's get it. If I had a cult, I think I'd use it mostly for good. Like,
mostly
until she tastes that little bit of power, and like and then she starts testing those borders, those little like boundaries.
I have a conscience, guys. I have a conscience.
Are you gonna get blackmail from people like they did? Because they pretty much were like, we need you to give us. I forget what they collateral. They were calling it collateral, but it was really just blackmail. They're like, send me nudes, and like send me this one lady like made up things about her family that her husband was like abusive and like hurting their son.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm gonna need you to promise me a kidney.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they probably had their social security numbers as well. And then they were like, oh, we need your account information. And I was like, yo, these people are wildin'. Like if it's legit, they don't need that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, come on. But these people were just in a bad place, and
but you can never have like a company or organization or a group of people that all are focused in on just doing good. Like, it's never about that. It's always about the money or the pussy. Always about that.
I think it always has good intentions in the beginning, and then at some point you're like, well, we need money to run this shit, and then, you know, it's corruption, and then whatever they got to do to get the money.
Yeah.
And
you can't pay the rent on sunshine. And
I mean, look at churches. They are always asking for money. They can't run, like, put the lights on and have their, like, pianos and all that shit without money.
Yeah.
Put their pianos
those expensive pianos.
I don't fucking know.
How dare they get those
Put
pianos?
the pianos on. I love
Just
it.
get a keyboard, churches.
Just get a soundboard like us.
Can you imagine they start using a soundboard in church?
I'm sure there's somewhere that they do. I'm just... When I used to go to a Hillsong in Montclair, they had a nice setup because they were at the Westmont in Montclair, and like it was like they have a whole stage and everything there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had a soundboard, but like they had their own little like riffs and things of that nature.
Right.
And I love their music. I listen to their music like all the time. I'll be in the shower.
She be out
No,
here.
those church communities are pretty interesting. Like in LA, there's like the
the
Hillsong.
one church. How about the one church? That
But
they have?
it's an event. Like, people go there to be seen.
Yeah.
Like,
They
it's-
dress up.
Yeah, it's not like you can't
They-
show up to the
Church is another networking.
in LA especially. Yeah.
Thing, nah.
But like I enjoyed it, but I did feel that like culty vibe when they passed out like the little. We got these like little wine things, but they were like it was like I don't even know how to explain it. It was like in a like plastic little cup.
Wait,
and,
at
like,
church they gave you like a little like a peel cap wine.
Yes.
What?
A little personal wine.
And like my mom's like, we're drinking the Kool-Aid, and I'm like, oh shit.
Uh-uh,
It literally was just grape juice though. It wasn't wine. Like it really wasn't wine.
But
And then it had a little host on top, like a little cracker, and you like peeled that off.
Oh, that is so funny.
It was cute, but like you know when the pandemic happened, we like you know fell off. We weren't really going as much before that anyway, because it was like I don't know, it was a lot like going on every Sunday and all that shit. But my mom liked it. My mom liked going, and like we would go there, and I would feel good afterwards. But it was like I don't know, I didn't.
keeping up with it can be tricky.
I don't know. Like I like religion, but I like to like want to do it on my own account. I don't want to have to go every Sunday. Like God, I could talk to God myself. I don't need to be in church to talk to God. You know what I mean?
Involved in the church community, that's a piece of your life because it's not just showing up on Sunday for a couple hours. There's other things. There's events. There's donations. There's like there's expectations. There's trips. There's charity events. There's always something going on, and you're like I feel like once you decide to become a member of a church, like at that level, you gotta it's not just on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but sometimes I do find myself needing like the church. I listen to Elevation Church on the podcast.
Okay.
And that's something that I can just do on my own time when I'm like going for a walk and I just kind of need like a little spirit boost.
Yeah.
But something that always happens to me is that sometimes I'll have like a religious awakening and I want to find a church and I'll be really excited and want to invest in the community. But then I always kind of struggle with finding the right place or finding a place that like suits me. But then you also factor in the time commitment and situating that. And sometimes when I'm not making right moves like spiritually, like if I'm drinking a lot or I'm arguing with somebody or there's just so much shit going on,
or you keep losing in cup pong.
and I keep losing at cup pong. I kind of be like, oh man, I can't go to church. Like I'm living a bad path anyway. I'd be a hypocrite for going.
You feel like you're gonna get struck by lightning.
Yeah, like I feel impure.
I think that's all they fuel us with that. But like, if God he's supposed to be this all forgiving, like that's why. Because there's people that they know they can do bad things because they're gonna go to church and they're gonna repent. They're gonna repent and they're gonna whatever. But it's like God should be all forgiving. It's not we sin, we're human. It's like shit happens and God should forgive that. We shouldn't feel like we're not worthy. Like we're all worthy.
Yeah, but that's just
if that's what you want to believe in. Not everybody believes that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I believe that
time to figure it out and kind of craft my own spirituality, because that's something that I want to do. Like
in our cult.
In my cult. Join our cult, guys. No, like I want to be able to craft it in a way that seems authentic and real to what life is. Like I feel like so much of what religion can be is about masking and hiding and doing the motions, but not really having the heart.
Well, because they're using a book that was written like thousands of years ago.
Yeah, I don't believe in the Bible on its face and that like, this happened. I could read a story and the zhuzh of it and the moral of the zhuzh is what I pay attention to. But people can take the zhuzh and mold it into something that benefits them and twist it, and that's what I have an issue with.
It's important that like once you realize that the Bible is a piece of literature, and you should probably read it as such versus like, I don't know,
because it's a bunch of men that wrote it. It's not like God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't even need all that. You could walk outside and like the sun shining, like that's God to me. You know what I mean? Like the trees, like, or like if something happens, like I'm like, okay, like God's working in my favor right now or whatever. It's all like your perspective of it. It doesn't have to be like what this book says or what this priest says or you know what I mean? Like, but anyway, let's jump into something.
That got heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're like almost 50 minutes in.
Let's get into our verses though.
Hey.
Here we go.
Hey.
All right. Oh.
Damn, how many?
Fucking shut up. Yo,
she's starting a beat.
It's spooky. No, can we stop?
All right.
Can we stop?
Enough.
It is spooky season.
Steve, get her. Steve's sleeping.
And we want to start our verses. We're going to have a little theme for our verses, right? Okay. A Halloween theme. So let's do the first one. Hocus Pocus.
Sorry.
Bitch. I'm giving her side eye right now. Bitch.
I'm sorry.
Hocus Pocus versus Halloween Town. Go.
Yeah, we need like clap signals.
All right. I feel like this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm Team Halloween Town.
Ooh.
I know it's an unpopular opinion. Look at the squints that both of you gave me. You look like I just farted right now. That's the face they gave me right now.
There's levels to Hocus Pocus. There's the nostalgia factor. For me, it's the watchability.
Yes.
I can watch Hocus Pocus like no one's business. Like,
you know what it is? It's like it was a top tier acting at the time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't supposed to be as big as it is. It was supposed to just be like, it was supposed to be like an independent film, and like it wasn't supposed to be like this our Halloween movie, but like it is. It's like it's iconic, and like Bette Midler just kills it. Classic. She's awesome in it. Even Sarah Jessica Parker. Like, I mean, it's just like our culture. That's what we grew up on, and like every time it would come on, and I'm just like, I don't know, it just puts you in that you feel like a kid again.
Yeah, no, it's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, like Halloween Town, don't get me wrong, you feel the same.
The thing with Halloween Town is it's the whole world. It's its own world.
Yeah.
And I love when I'm transported from like a normal day-to-day life into Halloween Town or into a different world, and they do that within the movie. And then once you get to this new world, it's just the characters are just so lovable. And you got Debbie Allen,
Debbie Reynolds,
but
I
keep
close
doing
enough.
that. Sorry, dancing. Debbie Reynolds.
Who's Debbie Allen?
She's a dancer.
Oh,
and I'm like,
okay.
yeah, that's why I'm like Debbie Reynolds. I keep confusing my Debbies. No, it's such a great film.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My only thing is
part
what
two.
Halloween
There's two
Town.
parts.
I think there's like more than that.
There's multiple parts.
But-
Part 2 was just as strong as part 1.
But my thing is Marty's kind of annoying. She kind of gets on my nerves.
I mean, she's the main character, but she's not the. She's
like
really not the star
whiny.
of the show. There are so many other, like the little sister was cute, the little brother was cute, Grandma was killing it. All of the ghosts and the vampires in the town were
the
like,
skeleton,
it wasn't about her.
that was my guy. The skeleton that
the
drove
skeleton that drove the taxi.
Yeah.
Oh, he was great.
He had like a heart-wrenching story, and I'm like, damn, this is kind of deep for like a Disney movie, but whatever, we'll rock with it.
I've always really enjoyed Halloween.
But the grandma, she was it for me. Debbie Reynolds, she kills it. She has her bag, like her Hermione bag. Well, she had it first because Halloween Town was out first. But she has her bag and just like has everything in it. Like, you know, J.K. Rowling probably stole it from that, honestly.
Oh my
Let's
God.
be real.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's not talk about her. But it's Hocus Pocus for
You've been
me.
sidelined.
It's Hocus Pocus for me.
All right, so 2-1, right, on this one?
Yeah, it's Hocus Pocus.
Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need somebody to send us an email, a comment. Let me know if you're Team Halloween.
We'll have a watch
Jenny needs
party,
company.
and we'll drink every time. I don't know.
Yes, because we were supposed
We see a black cat
to.
or some shit.
See, guys, I like doing teen girl shit. Like when you get like make Sundays with your friends and watch movies
Paint
and
your
like
nails and
paint
shit.
your nails and hot chocolate. I love that shit. I love it. Okay. And Hocus Pocus is definitely one of those movies that you can have fresh baked cookies.
I got you guys next time.
Yes, we're gonna do that.
She looked at Tara really
And
hard, so you're gonna make
We
cookies?
should also
I guess
add Nightmare Before Christmas because that is one of it's not it's
It could go both ways.
We can watch it either.
And I feel like for me, Harry Potter, all of them are also like Halloween movies for me.
Yeah.
Like I could watch those around Halloween. I watch them around
They have
Christmas.
spooky vibes. They have
yeah.
spooky vibes.
Sorcerer's
for
Stone
sure.
is a good Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Are there any other? Well, I mean, we don't have to jump into those, but I don't know. But I was gonna say, are there any other like Halloween movies that are like you have to watch around this time?
I love Scream.
Oh yes,
Scream
Scream!
is a good one.
Like straight first.
All of them.
Scream.
Yeah,
All of them,
yeah.
but the first.
The first
Scream,
one.
It's a great one.
I'm feeling
I
woozy here.
My-
I do enjoy Nightmare on Elm Street too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such a trippy movie. Like just the concept of the dreams, and Freddy's just such a great.
Yeah.
He's
a
great.
great.
But we had that poll this week, and honestly, Freddy was
Top.
It was top. It was Jason and Freddy. And then, Michael coming in over there. And then you have people that always got to be like, oh, why these choices? You got to add these. So
I
the chick
know.
from The Ring,
Oh,
Yeah.
Pennywise, because Pennywise.
Pennywise is scary.
He's the new classic.
I did like the first It. The second one was dragged a little bit, but Stephen King
Yeah.
kind of just got out of hand with the whole thing. But it wasn't
King,
bad.
yeah.
It wasn't horrible. But yeah, that he's scary as well. But I think Freddy, just because like you can't even fall asleep, then he's getting you. He's
Right.
getting you. Like, and I think it's because he's burned and he's like got that face where I don't know.
Yeah.
He's got his Ellen sweater on.
See, the thing with me is that I don't know, maybe it's wishful thinking, but I feel like
no.
I might be
Here we
able to
go.
go toe to toe with Freddy. Whereas Jason,
He has freaking.
Oh wait, let's ding it. Freddy versus Jason, go.
but the thing is, because Jason is like hella meat, and it's like, yo, I'm not
hella meat.
like meat.
No, he's a big stocky character.
He's a big
he sure is.
buff. He's fucking boring. you know.
Oh, you.
So is Michael though.
Jason just got a mask on, like.
So is Michael though. Michael was kind of like a big guy.
I don't know, man.
Michael's hair was a little bit of a turn off. Like his hair. Was
Bane out there.
Yeah, Bane out there. Like you just gonna show up to this murder like all this peinado, like pasando vergüenza en la calle.
Like check your wig. Like come on.
Right.
Yeah, that wig wasn't cute.
Like it wasn't cute at all. Like Pennywise out here looking better than you, and Pennywise got a receding hairline.
That slick though, had that slick hair.
Remember when people were like fucking thirsting over him though? Like when the first one came out, Bill Skarsgård. Yeah,
he's
well, those Skarsgårds are hot. That's a hard thing to say. The Skarsgårds are hard.
I don't. He was creepy in the Stephen King show Castle Rock. He played like the devil, and like he creeped me out in that. But I'm gay too, so you can't go by what I say.
Okay, so wait a minute. Cage match: Skarsgård versus the Hemsworth.
Ooh, I'm gonna go.
Cage match.
Cage match. Like they gotta fight to the death.
Well, I think as far as muscle mass, I think the Hemsworths have more muscle.
I'm
but I am Team Skarsgård for like.
I feel like there's more Skarsgårds though.
And then the Skarsgårds, I think they have razor blades like underneath.
They're scrappy.
Like
they're scrap.
Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, I think the Hemsworths are just a little soft.
Too pretty.
They're handsome guys. They're beautiful men.
They come off as like the Kennedys of Australia.
Yes.
You know?
But they're not cursed. They didn't get cursed.
Everybody's alive.
Knock on wood. But
why is it that one always? Why can't it be ton or something?
But yeah, I don't know.
She got the Cardi B soundboard up for this. Thank you.
Who did we say won in Freddy versus Jason though? Like who was the winner?
No, I like Freddy because it's more of a mental mind fuck than anything. Like Jason, you're dealing with him in person. Like Freddy is in that brain.
Yes.
And when you're dealing with the sleep deprivation part of it, that's a level
you
of
hallucinate
that like I don't think like Jason could give you. And not to mention, Freddy's just really charismatic. He has so much sauce. Like as a serial killer, as a character, I feel like he's one of my favorites for that reason alone. Because like the Jasons, the Michaels, like are that looming figure that walks over you slowly while you're running away from them. Like, that gets old. Then you got, like, Freddy, who's not only haunting your dreams, but comes in with these one-liners, you know? Like, that's just so, I don't know, badass.
Freddy does have a better personality than all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's sassy. So even though he was, a pedophile or whatever, allegedly.
You know who
I fucking hate you.
That was a bad choice. I apologize for that.
You know what scared me as a kid?
There you go. She got that one right.
What movie scared me as a kid? Like I had nightmares about it. Was Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Yeah. I was soft.
People used to say I look like a gremlin, so I've always hated the Gremlins movie.
Oh, now that you say it, I know.
No, you know which movie really got to me? Candyman. Did you guys fucks with Candyman?
Oh, Candyman was scary. Yeah.
I think Candyman was like scary.
That
multiple layers.
The Exorcist.
Yes,
was the
I was
one.
gonna say that.
The Exorcist is a classic. I can watch that every Halloween.
That was one that
that shit fucks me up
to watch because at first I couldn't watch it. I was too scared.
When she was like crawling on the ceiling.
Oh, I love it. I love all that.
No,
shit.
but when I was young, like I watched it too young, I think, because I was like,
we all did.
Did you see? Oh.
I questioned like, like everything I knew when I watched that. I was like, oh my god, like evil, like exists, and like fucked up things can happen to you. Like like God's not gonna save you. Like they used everything to try to save this chick, and like still that whatever was in her, those demons, didn't want to come out. And like it fucked me up.
It fucked you up.
Yeah.
And like the Exorcism of Emily Rose. Like
those are.
Some movies are really jarring because like that's
makes
some,
you question
shit, some spiritual shit, and like sometimes you want that Hail Mary to save you in life.
Yeah.
And you don't even have that Hail Mary when you're freaking possessed. You know that is jarring, especially if like.
I remember when I was a kid, they had an all-day marathon of America's Most Wanted, and I saw it like all day. And so by the time nighttime came around, I legit thought I was gonna get kidnapped, like that somebody was gonna come in, and I could not sleep. Yo, man.
That's the thing with
People
your
out here
mind.
snatching babies. And
Yeah, that's the thing with
houses.
like watching TV and like your mind. You kind of have to know when like to limit yourself because you do kind of get like thrown into like a whole nother world.
Yeah.
Because you're just like not even paying attention to reality. This is your reality. You're making it your reality because that's all you're thinking about. And it's like you gotta kind of, you know, be careful. Walk on whatever eggshells.
Tread
lightly.
Also,
Tread
you
lightly.
gotta know what's
Walk
out
on all
there.
the eggshells.
I am not a fan of keeping children too sheltered. I don't feel like there's much benefit to that because life
is fucked.
Like, it's fucked.
They
and,
won't
like,
be prepared.
They won't be prepared, and like I don't know. I think kids should know that like there is a level of danger out there. I mean, granted, within reason, like maybe they shouldn't be watching like a marathon of America's Most Wanted, but you know, but they should know like hey, there's some bad people out there.
That was your babysitter?
Yeah.
America's Most Wanted.
No, we were latchkey kids. Like we were of the don't open the door for anybody, and we'll be back.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of like my anxiety also comes from because like we did watch whatever we wanted to watch on TV and like we watched like remember 911, like we watched that all the time, and when my mom like fell and broke her arm, I'm like, yo, is 911 coming? Because like that's all I knew. Like I assumed like, oh my god, like you got hurt, 911's gonna come, and like no, that's not reality.
That's so wild. No, before it got canceled, because you know they canceled like Cops and like Live PD and a lot of those police shows, right? But you would see on like Live PD, like the cops would show up and like the people from the town know, and they're like, oh, Live PD's here.
Yeah.
But you know, interesting enough, I listened to this podcast, and it was about the cop show. And let me pull it up for you guys. But it was basically like, because think about it, like if you pop up on Cops, like people automatically think you did something. They know that you did something. So it was stories of how people would get like pulled over or something, and they were like, "Oh, it's drugs. It's not cocaine."
They would make it up.
Yeah, they're just saying it in the camera, but then lo and behold, it's like vitamins, or it wasn't drugs at all, or it wasn't, or they didn't even get it right. Like it was just they'll stage certain things, and a lot of that content was staged, and
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I feel like every TV show is staged. I mean, like I've gone on like Good Morning America to watch Paramore a few times, and it's all staged. Like,
it's called Running from the Cops. It's on Apple Podcasts.
Wow, we're just sponsoring other podcasts.
With those shows is like there's a reason that there's due process, right?
Exactly.
Once you throw the cameras right into those beginning stages before you get a chance to like really get into the discovery of it, then of course, like the public is gonna see you on freaking Cops, like, oh shit.
Well, and also I could understand why they don't want to just like make it real because they don't know what's gonna happen. They want to like bullshit people because they're like, oh, I can get away with this, and or it gets crazy or something wild happens, but they want to kind of have the upper hand, is what I'm saying.
And I think the thing that people that's a fallacy is that copped instinct. And I know that there are, when you do any job, you get certain skills and you can kind of tap into things. Like when I used to work in the jail, one of the games that I would play was when a guy would walk in, I would try to guess what he was in there for based on his mannerisms. And there's types. Like guys that sell drugs are a type. Guys that are in there for beating up their girlfriends are a type.
What's the type of the drug guy? Do they have like the sharp shape up? And like the fade, the diamond earring.
You get different kinds of drug offenses because you get the scared white boys that will always say, "Well, I don't look like a criminal." They'll say that for real. They'll be like, "Look at me. Do I look like a criminal?"
That's wild.
And I'm like, "Sir, you have a jumpsuit on that says Department of Corrections. By definition, you do look like a criminal." So I know what you're saying, and
but that's
disgusting.
That's all like white supremacy at the end of the day.
And that's another thing that that's why you gotta just nip that shit in the bud, because people do capitalize that. Like Ted Bundy, he got away with a lot of things because people just believed him.
He was very charismatic.
Smile.
Yeah, any black man would have been checked 3-4 times over. But anyway,
it's just like an old mindset, but I mean, we're not changing it if Trump is still in office at this point.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens in the next few months.
Right. Fun. my iPad died, so there's no more sounds, guys.
I'll be the soundboard. What else we have to get? Did I talk about Octopus Teacher?
No, we've been talking about
Well,
it.
you all have to still watch it, but
Yeah,
I liked it. I thought it was cute. I cried because I had to watch it twice because Vanessa fell asleep. Well, actually, I woke up early and I like put it on while she was sleeping, so we had to rewatch like the end together. And I was like, "Damn, you're gonna make me cry twice? Like, what the fuck?" Twice? Yeah, because I was just like, because I'm like getting my period, so I'm a little like emo and emotional, and like, I don't know, like I got attached to the octopus. It was so beautiful. Like, I don't know, you gotta watch it.
What's octopuses? Octopi?
Octopi.
Octopuses?
Octopuses.
I feel like they are a forgotten like creature of the ocean.
So smart.
They really are.
They're special creatures. Like I was talking to Tara before. Like I've looked into how to keep an octopus as a pet. But number one, the attention span. Well, first of all, I have a frog. Okay, you know I'm into like the weird aquatic shit.
Octopus, bitch.
No. The problem is that with octopus they have a short lifespan. That's number one.
Yeah, they only live a year.
They require a lot of work to keep the water at the right
pH level.
Yeah, just the chemicals involved and like the temperature. Like they're very specific, so it's a lot of work to really like maintain an octopus in healthy conditions. But so apparently they're very special animals to have. I mean, I didn't see the show or anything yet, but like they're supposed to be very intelligent and they can get out of their tanks and they're like they understand schedules and like they watch their owners and like they bond with their owners. Like people that own octopuses, they have have special bonds with their pussies.
But yeah, and they also have like this like little sharp thing at the end of their like arms, like to break shells to eat like mollusks and things of that nature in the ocean. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I saw that in River Monsters. They have a beak under that, and
if you didn't know, Anna loves River Monsters.
I do.
Oh,
it's such a good show.
And they regenerate. Like if one of their tentacles gets eaten, because I mean you're gonna see the documentary, but it grows back and it's so cute. It reminds me of like Deadpool when he gets his arm like chopped off. And it's like small.
So adorable. So adorable.
But I just thought that was like really like beautiful. Like that they can like the ocean just like I don't know, has its like own little ecosystem and like, you know, made her regrow her little tentacle.
When did you realize that the ocean had its own ecosystem?
No, I fucking knew that, bitch. Fuck you. I wanted to be a marine biologist when I was little. Did y'all want to talk about that? Our admiration, our childhood
How are we on time? Should we dive into that or should we leave it for the next episode?
I mean, I'm not pressed for time. Do you gotta be somewhere?
No, I didn't know how long you wanted to progress.
Steve Steve said we're good, but like.
So let's dive in.
Or do you want to save it for the next episode? You want to leave him hanging, like. I don't know.
We want to tease? Find out what we want it to be when we were kids. Next Wednesday at 2:30 in the afternoon.
I mean, it might be earlier than that, but yeah, we'll see.
Whenever Tara uploads it. Uploads it.
UPS's it?
Oops. She UPS's it onto the web.
Y'all mess. Are we stopping?
Yeah.
Yo, peace out, y'all.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
Yes.
It's been real. We got real. We talked Halloween movies and things of that nature. So hit us up, like what you guys want to hear. You know, we're trying to build our fan base and like keep you guys happy, keep you guys coming back.
Tell us your favorite Halloween movie.
Yeah, like, you know, we want to make you guys happy. You know, we're your escape. Come correct. Okay, bye.